Hey everybody, my name's Al Sigmund.
I'm Ben Beers.
Hi, I'm Colin Wakefield.
I'm Noah Dowdy.
I'm Jonathan Hardiman, and we are the team Random Access Cards.
The idea for the app is simple. Log in, create a topic, and make a deck of cards that will help you study.
After creating a deck, you can enter study mode and start studying. Optional features such as a timer can provide a challenging aspect to your learning experience.
Random Access Cards is a study tool made by students for students. In just 3 weeks, we were able to create a full stack single page application using the Spring Framework and vanilla JavaScript. Implementing GitHub and their tool set for project management allowed for an agile methodology, which gave us the ability to work 100% remotely due to the COVID-19 pandemic.
Over the past 3 months, we all have been immersed in learning what, for many of us, was essentially a foreign language. We found the pure informational volume to be an intellectual overload. Concepts to grasp, words to remember, strange tech colloquialisms. All were not essential to learning, but also to understanding.
We decided that instead of trying to draw from the hundreds of existing sources of knowledge, to instead create our own. Creating a game-like study app would not only be a useful tool, but also relevant to the recent disruptions with in-person education all over the world due to the COVID-19 pandemic.
You're a student who is always on the go. Well, you used to be. But now you have been stuck inside for weeks. Your laptop is right beside you and you need to study.
Random Access Cards is a study platform that is user-generated. Logging in gives you the ability to learn what you want to learn at your own pace or with a timer counting down from 10, 30, or 60 seconds.
After logging in, you will be directed to the topic creator. Here, you can organize your curriculum in a way completely unique to how you want to view it. Once a topic is created, you can create a deck and start adding your own flashcards to it. When creating a flashcard, the top input is for the term or phrase, and the bottom input is for the definition.
After filling in your desired term and definition, creating that flashcard is as simple as hitting the Enter key.
Need to change a card? We thought about that too. Click anywhere on the card and it'll turn into a card editor. Simply hitting enter again will save your card away.
Once in study mode, you will find our timer feature towards the top of the page, along with every flashcard you've created in the deck you're studying just below it. Each flashcard only shows the term or phrase you used when creating it. After you've spent some time thinking about what the definition is, you can hit the F key to flip the card and check for yourself.
To cycle through the cards, use the left and right arrow keys. And when you're ready to use the timer, select an interval and press the S key to start. To stop, simply press the D key and the timer will be reset.
Additionally, clicking the title of your deck will take you back to all the decks for that single topic. In this case, we can click Java and go back to all of our decks for the topic of technology. If I wanted to add another deck, it's as simple as hitting the New key. At any time in the navigation, if you're confused where you might be, check at the top in the navigation bar. There, it displays the page that you're on and the current username.
We took a deeply collaborative approach to our project. We used the principles of pair and mob programming to produce the original code, working in teams of 2 to 5 using online meetings and video chat applications such as Discord and Google Meet. We were able to share our screens while working in teams, so the whole group could see the code base as it was being produced and offer advice, criticism, and support.
Once we produced enough code to make a substantial revision to our codebase, the group was able to read, review, and modify the code using Git version control. Through a systemic, step-by-step approach, taking advantage of Scrum and Agile methodology, we were able to produce the entire application from scratch. Everything you see in our application was made completely from scratch. We didn't use any themes, templates, or templating engines. Instead, we used vanilla JavaScript, CSS, and HTML5 just to make all of the things you see.
One issue that arose was our use of Git for version control. The problem we had was that multiple people would work on the same files at the same time, which led to conflicts when we tried to combine our work, especially during the later phases of the project. We were able to solve this through better communication. When one person's work conflicted with another, a conversation would occur. We would go through the conflicting changes together and decide collaboratively what to keep and what to get rid of, and then merge our work. What we learned from this experience was that there are certain points where the correct course of action is not to do anything technical, but to stop what you're doing and bring it to your teammates' attention. The collaborative aspect of software development became prevalent when we were obligated to work remotely.
We learned when creating our own API, it is important to conceptualize the endpoints and the architecture of the data relationships. When building a complete application, it can start to get confusing where certain endpoints are and what data we have access to.
We learned how important compartmentalization is for development. It felt like we were biting off more than we could chew sometimes, and that usually meant that we hadn't decoupled our current task well enough, and we needed to do a better job of isolating what we were doing from everyone else.
Even though early on we wanted to use a template or a framework like Bootstrap to make the front-end development a little bit easier, I'm actually glad that we had to make this completely from scratch. Using vanilla JavaScript and CSS together made it really interesting to learn more aspects about front-end development that I didn't know before. From us card users here at Random Access Cards, we'd like to thank you for demoing our app. We encourage you to try it out, as our application is live online. Additionally, if you go to the bottom left hand of the screen, you can see the About Us section, where you can learn more about us as developers and links to our GitHub and LinkedIn pages. We gotta go. We're out of time. Thank you.